One more time. Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. I can't. I would not allow myself to say Happy 4th of July because I really don't. There's nothing happy about the 4th of July. I'm not. Gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it, family. I'm not gonna say Happy 4th of July. I'm just gonna say once again, every day is Indigenous Day. Happy Indigenous Day. Every day is Indigenous Day. Okay. Peace and blessings to all the Aborigine family out there. They have some news. I mean, they got news all over the place. I mean, it's just crazy. I was originally talking about the birth of a stolen land, which is which is the so-called name of America, or the birth of a stolen land, which is hello Redskin, Halito to you, and which when we talked about a birth of America, which is they claim this day to be the day that that America had their freedom, and of course. I just, as you get educated over the years, you start understanding these pagan holidays. You start understanding, you get a lot of understanding over the years. You just start really doing it. But I had to change the subject because there's another shooting, and this shooting, unfortunately, 6 people at a 4th of July parade in Illinois. I think it was in the Chicago area, Highlander, Illinois. I hope that some of our Aborigine folks, are safe. I hope that you're safe if you live in Illinois. I hope that a lot of you guys, that no one of your family got injured. Okay. This is another tragedy in America, another terrorist attack on the grounds of Turtle Island. This is another terrorist attack when we talk about Turtle Island, because we refuse to call these people terrorists. We refuse to say that they are the thugs. We won't say that. Okay, we don't want to put it on our tongue, but if it has to do with 9/11, and we talk about the foreigners, the Arabs, the sand people, if it's anybody but white, then we won't call it a terrorist attack. Okay? Anything but white. Now they can go in to churches, slaughter people. They can go into grocery stores, slaughter people. And now at their ceremony at the white man's 4th of July, now they are there's another slaughter, and this has been a problem for the longest. The chickens have came home to roost. The chickens have came home to roost. When they talk about gun control, nobody ever wants their guns taken. Nobody, especially Aborigine people, we don't want, but we want our guns. But when we talk about in America, who are the ones getting the guns? Are they sane people? Are sane people in America getting guns? And when you think about it, some of these people who get it, do they have the right intentions? And I'm starting to see all across America, I'm starting to see as time go on and on, how many times are we going to talk about this? How many times life has to lose their life? How many people have to lose their life for anybody to wake up and see that these people are terrorists to this land? They were terrorists when they came here, when they crossed the seas and they came here from Europe. They've been this way. Greetings, pointing locks in the house of Lido. And on this day of supposedly Independence Day, which I beg the differ when we talk about independence. Independence for who? Independence Day for who? Because it show not people of color. It sure has not been people of color. There's a young man who was shot 60-something times in Ohio. A young man who was shot 60-something times. 90-something bullets were spread on this brother. But they missed 62 bullets actually hit him. Shout out to D. Harris. But we want to talk about Independence Day, the 4th of July. And most of our brothers, our so-called brothers and sisters out there are celebrating right now. Right there with them. They're out there popping firecrackers. They're out there barbecuing and not understanding that this is not your Independence Day. Understanding that this is truly not your Independence Day if you are indigenous to America. How could it be your Independence Day when this land was once your land and it has been it became colonized over the years? You have been reclassified over the years. And you are now the second-class citizens of your own land. I mean, you got to make this make sense, family, on this Independence Day for people that's non-white. Independence Day. And how fitting that a white man shoots up a parade. How fitting, America. How fitting, America, that a white man shoots up, allegedly, a white man shoots up a parade in Illinois. How fitting is that? 6 people killed. One out of the 6 people was a child. 1 out of the 6 people was a child. Right there in the neighboring state in Ohio, the police officers murder a young man. Slaughtered a young man. So now you have in one sector of the world, shout out to Big Dog Philly, in one sector in Illinois, you have a shooting from a terrorist. And right next door to Illinois is Ohio. And you have police officers that are terrorists. What is the difference on an Independence Day? What is the difference, family, on Independence weekend? What is the difference? Because they're trying to wipe out indigenous people. And what we're not understanding, how you doing, Thomas? And what we're not understanding, family, is they're wiping out their own people too. The more that they talk about, oh, not my guns, not taking my guns, and they got assault rifles, these new guns that are just taking out people in droves. They're taking out people in large numbers. They're not just getting one person. Nobody's just getting shot by a 45. Nobody's just getting shot by a 38. Nobody's getting shot by a 9mm. They're getting assault rifles and they're murdering all that they can murder. And they're taking out people with no sense of life because their true colors are coming out. These people, true colors of savages. They savage nature on a celebration of the 4th of July of their Independence Day. Not our Independence Day. This is not our Independence Day. Our people was not free. We're not the same as these people, but we celebrate with them of the slaughter of our own people. We celebrate with them of the slaughters of our own people, of the control of the minds of our own people. And I want people to understand that. If you haven't understand, you better understand that. As a nation of people, you're not the same people. You're just not. We don't have it in our heart and minds to kill off nations of people. We just don't do that. We kill ourselves, which is a problem, and that's no different. We kill ourselves. We shoot our own people. We have no consciousness when it comes down to our own people. But we don't just go around messing with other people. We just don't go doing that. Cleo in the house. The brother Big Dog Philly in the house. Thomas in the house. Ponylocks in the house. These are the things that we just don't do, family. Our people are not bred that way. We're not bred that way. This man goes into their celebration and shoots in a crowd. 22 years old. Now, this guy is 20 years old. He's 20 years old, and when they catch him, they're going to say he has a mental health disease. We're going to hear the same story that we hear. They don't demonize white men. They don't demonize white men. They slaughter our men and they call us animals, but they don't demonize their men. They're going to say that they're going to say that this man, mind, bright Mo in the house, they're going to say his mind is not developed. You know, we're going to hear the same old. It is what it is. It's that his mind is not developed, family. We're going to hear the same old story that his mind, he still has a child mind. And they don't say that when melanated young people, our teenagers, are doing crimes against each other and killing each other. They don't say that it's mental health. They never talk about that. I can't confirm if our people was hit. I think it was their people. And this is why I tell people that we can't celebrate with them. We can't be our asses out there celebrating the 4th of July with these people. This is not your Independence Day. This is not your freedom. You're not freed. And you guys want to be equal. You want to be, you're celebrating something until you wake up. Celebrate Indigenous Day forever. Celebrate Indigenous Day forever. Every day is Indigenous Day. Every day is your ancestors' day. We don't have to celebrate and do the things that they do. No more. Until they recognize us as human, we got to understand that. They don't recognize us as humans. Because if they recognized us as humans, they would not put 63 bullets into a young man, hitting his face, hitting his legs, hitting his body. Define overkill, family. The original copper empress in the house. Define overkill when it comes down to our people. This young man died. They shot 92 shots. They shot 92 shots, and they hit this young man 63 times in Ohio. And that's right next door to Illinois. All of this is a coincidental. And I don't know, I can't confirm if our people were the ones that were targeted. All I know is that these people are out here shooting. They don't even give a damn for their own life. They don't give a damn for their own life no more. They're taking out everybody. And this is becoming a dangerous time for everybody. This is becoming a dangerous time. And if you guys don't believe it's dangerous, this is why I encourage you guys to start arming yourself. And if you don't think that you need to arm yourself, you got to be a stupid ass. Because you can't do nothing out here today without somebody out here trying to kill your ass. And you should be scared. Shout out to Tony. You should be worried. And it may be they fight. It may be something that don't have nothing to do with us. But it always affects us some kind of way. You got one neighboring state where you got the KKK police officers shooting one of our brothers. And you got the other neighboring state where a terrorist, 22 years old, shoots into a crowd, shooting 6 people, injuring 9 other people, allegedly. And you guys don't think that it won't affect you in your city, your town? These are happening in random states. And most of these states are predominant black cities that they're happening to. And I want you guys to understand that it's happening in our predominant black cities. And if you guys don't recognize, you're going to fall into this you don't realize how close it's getting to home. It's getting very close to home. And some of the things that you're not worrying about, you just going by your everyday life. You're not even understanding the things that are happening. What's up, Johnny? Kimberly in the house. And I want people to understand this. These things that are happening to us, it is happening because guess what? We are allowing it. And we are so much deep into the sinking place. There's a lot of you brothers that think that you are on the same playing field and you're happy with your life. Some of you are happy with your life. You're happy with just being. You're happy with just being. And they're not gonna, I'm telling you guys to go out and arm yourself. Arm yourself because war is coming. It's coming and you got to defend yourself. I'm not telling you, encouraging you to go out there and murder groups of people. I'm telling you to defend your homes, defend your land, we can never allow what happened in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We can never allow what happened in many places of America again. We cannot let it repeat itself. And if some of you guys are asleep, and there's a lot of these people, just like I heard one of the callers who was talking about abortion, talking about can he donate to so-called African Americans because he would like to see less black babies. And this was on Fox News, Sean Hannity, that this man was talking about that he would love to donate to a particular group, not a white group, not a Native American group, not a Latino group. He wanted the elimination of so-called African Americans that are aborigine to this land. And if you guys don't understand this, this was never a choice by our people. Our people never abhorred their children. That's something that we learned from their people. We never had a history before Planned Parenthood. Our people were populating. It was fruitful and multiplied. Our people was normal. We were never a people to expose of our own people. And this is until and that was one of the biggest mistakes that some of our ladies did, was allowing just allowing the government to screw them in the mind mentally. We are a pro-life people. Our people are pro-life people. I have never believed in abortion. I have never, and I never will. Now, I know there's circumstances where a lady gets raped. I understand that. But some of these people out here who are having abortions, there was always, you remember what your grandmother told you. You remember what your grandfather told you. You lay in your bed. You made your bed. You lay in your bed. You want to be adult. You want to do adult things. And you just got to learn to be, you're going to be adult. You want to play sex. So you have to grow. You have to understand that there are consequences. There are consequences in everything that you do. And the day that we stop having children is the day that we lose who we are as a nation of people. If we don't populate, we lose out. The more that you don't populate, how are we going to sit here and talk about tribes? You guys want to talk so much about tribes and building and building and building when you don't understand the elimination of our people. Our people are dying every day. They ain't got to worry about y'all asses. They ain't got to worry about you out here doing things. The white man killing you when you kill yourself. You do the statistics, most of the people in Chicago, most of the people in New Orleans, most of the people in Memphis, Tennessee, most of the people in Birmingham, Alabama, they are in the ER. Most of the statistics shows that we are in the ER dying of our own bullets. Ain't no white man killing us. We killing ourselves. And it's needed for us to have children because we are on our last leg. And you call yourself an indigenous, aborigine person, and you don't believe in life. It's one of the reasons why they passed the abortion law, not for us. They did not pass that abortion law for us. We're not the problem of having children. The white woman is the problem of having children. The white woman statistically is not having babies. And it's facts. They're not having babies. And they're not having babies with white men. And I have told you, Ukraine plays a big deal in all of this. Shout out to Bronze. Ukraine plays a big deal on why Joe Biden wants Ukrainians in America and not Haitians. See, Joe Biden don't want no people of color here in America because they're on their last leg and they're not going to be here in the next couple of generations. They're not going to be here. And that's not racism, that's facts. The more that they're not populating, the more that they're losing out. They're not They've been needing the melanated woman for a very long time. That's just one of the reasons why they love melanated women. That's one of the reasons why they love melanated women and they hate melanated men. One of the reasons they hate melanated men is because melanated men's seed is going to destroy their race. But they need the melanated woman to exist. And this has been throughout slavery. And I've told you guys, I said, I believe in the 12 years of slavery theory more than I believe in the roots theory. I believe that they colonized each area of the Americas. They caught the people and they went to Virginia. They colonized the people in Virginia. They went down North Carolina. They went down to South Carolina. They went down to Georgia. They went down to places. Shout out to Real Lies TV. Why bring people from Africa when you can colonize a small section of the country and move your way as far as you can and keep going and going and going? You don't have to bring people here on ships because now the gig is up. We know we don't come from on no damn ships. And I'm not talking about some Africans that came over here in the 1900s. I'm not talking about them Africans who decided that they wanted to come here on a career path, that they wanted to come here and be a lawyer. They want to come here to be a doctor. I'm not talking about them Africans who came here willingly. I'm not talking about them. There was a time that Africans was not here. That's why you wonder why these Africans don't know you. They don't talk to you. And they always got something to say about us because they don't know you. Somebody that's supposed to be your family supposedly know you. Supposedly have the same blood type. It's amazing that they can be your family but don't have the same blood type. I never understood that. Some of you guys are the worst. So hustler in the house. You're going around here talking about Africa, Mother Africa, and they ain't even the same blood type. Come on, man. You got to make things make sense. The way you dance, your swag, the way you do things is just totally different. And it's amazing that African countries copy the so-called African Americans in America. Now, wouldn't we copy Africa because we come from Africa? If we come from Africa, wouldn't we copy Africa? You guys got to understand these things, family. How could we be teaching the teacher? How could we be teaching the teacher? And I don't understand these things. Make me understand. One of the brothers said we got more similarities to Africans than other people on the planet. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. That's why William Penn stated that that they look familiar, they look similar to Ethiopians. That's why William Penn stated that. We got similarities. There's no doubt. I would never debate that we have similarities. But you got to remember that some things were told in reverse. Some of our people went there. Nobody want to dip into that history, that the fact that Liberia, which is a new country, that some of our people were sent to Africa as prisoners. A lot of people don't talk about these things. They don't talk about how some of our chiefs and our chiefs were brought to London. A lot of us won't go there. The pale-faced man is running scared, and they're running out of time, and they are self-destructing right before our eyes. Anytime they are shooting their own at parades, anytime you see that they are self-destructing against their own people, you know that something is going on. You know that something is going on, family. Something that the chickens are coming home to roost. The chickens are coming home to roost. All the things that you have done to our people are coming back to you in droves. All the suffering, all the slavery, all the BS that you have done until you do right by me, the things that are happening to you won't stop. Opioid, yes, the pills are taking them out. And a lot of these things that they set opioids up for our people. It was meant to drug our people. It was that just like they have done throughout when we talk about crack cocaine, when we talk about the crack era, that they dropped that in our communities. The chickens have came home to roost. Because the things that you've done to us are going at your people. Crystal meth syndromes, the things that you're doing, the suffering, you're watching your people walking around like they half dead. Because of the things that you have done, the chickens have came home to roost. The things that you have murdered, the slaughter of our people, now you're slaughtering your own people. The chickens have came home to roots. The rapes of our people, the rapes of our men, in front of the things that you have done. You have raped our men right in front of our women. The chickens have came home to roost. You have raped our women. The chicken has came home to roost. You reap what you sow. Shout out to Alexis in the house. And these things are manifesting on you. It don't feel good when you see these, when they go up there and they kill innocent people in churches. But now they go to a parade and kill their people. It don't feel good, huh? Because you call it mental illness and you won't call it what it is, terrorists. You won't call it, you want to call it mental illness when it comes down to our people. When it comes down to their people, you call it a mental illness. But when it comes down to our people, they call it thugs. They call us thugs. They call us animals. They call us monkeys. I ain't never seen a monkey with big lips. I ain't never seen a monkey, a gorilla with big lips. I have never seen a chimpanzee with big lips. I have never seen a monkey with the nose that you see the Aboriginal have. Shelly Wu in the house. I have never seen it. But you want us to believe that we are the monkeys, that we evolved from apes. Every time I look at the documentaries, you running on 4 legs. The Moors found you in an area of shit. The Moors found you in your captivity. The Moors cleaned you up. The Moors civilized you. When your people had tails wagging around, think about it. But you want to talk about Independence Day. These are the same people that sent our people to war. To fight a war that had nothing to do with us. To fight with a country that don't respect the original people of this land. We were never accepted in this land, and it's our land. How could you not accept the landowners of the land? How could you not accept the landowners of the land when our people can go to other countries and they see God in our people? It's amazing that other countries respect our people, love our people more than these people ever done to our people. It's amazing the chickens have come home to roost. 60% of the Europeans, people born in Europe, still have tails that have to be removed. Like when they do, and this is not have to do with racism. This has to do with science. This has nothing to do with racism. There are some Europeans, and this is why I believe that all Neanderthals and all Europeans are not the same. Because they are the Europeans that you don't see that they are mixed Europeans. But the pure-blooded Europeans had tails. The pure-blooded Europeans were very hairy. The pure-blooded Europeans had small lips. The pure-blooded Europeans had long noses. You have to understand this thing, family. You have to understand this. These reptilians have been telling a lie for many years on who they are, but they got the nerves to make fun of our people throughout history. They make fun of our people for many years. Talk about watermelon. Talk about our lips, because it's amazing that we are a race that you hate, but yet you want to inject your lips to have these big juicy lips. You want to inject your lips. You want to inject your ass. Some of you women, you know, some of these women want to have the natural asses, but they got to inject the ass. It ain't natural. Their breasts have to be injected. But these were in the 1960s, the 1950s, the 1940s. It was frowned upon to be a person with melanated skin. Ain't your mama, the pancake lady? They would make fun of melanated women who had big behinds. They would crucified, and they would sit up there and they would make so much fun and they made a lot of jokes when it came down to melanated women with their bodies. Fixate flat is a big stock. And people don't talk about this. It's amazing that they look at us and they look down on us. Not all. I'm not going to say all white people, but I'm going to call it what it is. Some, not all. One thing that Jesse Lee Peterson likes to say, some, not all. And I'm going to say some, not all. I'm not going to factor all people in the same boat, because that's what I'm telling you, that some of these Europeans who don't have the tails, some of these Europeans who don't have the small lip, they are mixed breeds. And then we talk about the Native American who is mixed with the European, who comes from Asia. This is one reason why Europeans in America protects the red Indian. This is one of the reasons that they protect the red Indian, original copper empress. They protect the red Indian because they are a part of the red Indian. They're going to protect their people. Zoe Hustler, Alexis, they're going to protect their bloodline. And these Asian people come from the white people. And they are a mixed breed. How the hell you tell me that they come from that they are the original Americans when you won't even claim that you are the original Siberian? Why don't you claim Siberia? What is wrong with Siberia? I got a chance to check out on Siberia, and Siberia is beautiful. Siberia has beautiful land. What is the embarrassment with being Siberian? I don't understand this. Why do they hate themselves so much? And they get offended when we do the research and we expose who they really is. We become the hate mongers. when we only teaching the facts. We're not here lying on these people, making fun of them. If I was born in Siberia, I would be fighting for Siberia just like I'm fighting for America. If I was born in Siberian Asia, what is it to be ashamed of to be from Siberian Asia? What is wrong with Asia? Is it the fact that the original Asian people were not white? That the original Asian people were melanated also? That this whole realm, this whole universe were one time melanated? The fact that the globe was one time melanated, and that you want something, that you want to hold on something, that you want to make believe something that is not the truth and not facts? Is that what's going on? Is that what you're trying to do? Because it's so little that you can claim. I am so jealous of these people of color. They're just taking everything from us. We can't even have our fake indigenous shit. Because there's truth behind every lie. There's truth behind every lie. The more you dig, the more you find. The more you dig, the more you find. The more that they're going to run. And they constantly calling us liars. You can't beat the truth. You can't run from the truth. And you're just going to keep being in denial that you are not going to be here much longer. Because the bottom line is everything that start last always finish first. The bottom always drop to the top. Everything that you have said about us, everything that you did to us, you are getting it back because the chickens are coming home to roost on a day of Independence Day that has nothing to do with us. On a day of popping firecrackers, explosive. Come on now. It's just so fitting. It's just so fitting that they pop firecrackers and explosive. That they are such a people of disaster. That these people are such a people of destruction. That they have taken legend of Naga in a house, that they smoke signal in the house, that they have so many people that they have taken so many trees off the land, so many beautiful trees, destroying so much land for highways. So many of our nature's animals have nowhere to go. A lot of our animals are almost extinct because we allow this. You cannot be from the tribe and not care about nature. Rashad, in the house, you cannot be from the tribe and not understand nature. You wondering why the diseases are in America. You wonder why we are so exposed to much shit. The same way you're really not supposed to be cutting the nose hairs out of your noses. Because nature made your nose hairs to protect you from diseases. Same way you're not supposed to remove all your hairs underneath your arms. Removing your pubic hairs. Removing every hair in your ear. Because these are the protection of your body. Nature protects you from diseases. You may believe that is something that is supposed to be clean, but it's actually not clean when you take all the protection away. The trees are a defense mechanism. The trees in the marshlands that protect us from hurricanes, like in New Orleans, Louisiana, are dwindling. So many lands, so many of 100 feet thousands of feet are losing in New Orleans, Louisiana. And New Orleans, Louisiana will be the next city to be an underwater city. And you guys got to understand that. The more that they keep building these highways, the more that they keep destroying so many feet, that they're losing the marshlands. And these cities will go underwater, just like Atlantis did, like many other cities that are connected in the Gulf of Mexico. There are cities in the Gulf of Mexico that is connected to Mexico that are underwater, because we are not protecting the land of Turtle Island. We're not doing it because we have no respect for the trees. We have no respect. And you want to say that you are an Indian. I don't hear too many people talk about these things. And you guys got to understand that nature, you cannot be an Indian. And other than that, I would think that you are religious, because you cannot be an Indian and not understand the nature of being an Indian. Because we are the protectors of Turtle Island. We are the protectors of the world. Our job is to protect nature. That's our job. This is why we were here with our destiny to be here on earth. Many of these people are littering, dropping trash all over earth. You wondering, shout out to Greedy Vegan. You're wondering why we are getting Ebola. You're wondering why we're getting all of these different crises that are hitting America. Because we have no protection mechanism. So many different flus. Now you got the monkeypox. All these bullshit that are coming in here because they are defining nature. They're defining nature. They're against nature. And once you are against nature, then you are against yourself. Once you are against nature, you are against yourself, family. And I know some of you guys got the probably say, "Oh, Peanut Nola 504." You're talking about that we ain't supposed to shave our legs and shave our pubic hairs and our nose hairs and our ears. No, you're really not supposed to. I ain't said let that shit grow out of your nose like Bob Marley, but you have to protect your body. You have to understand that you are doing everything you can against nature, and you are sick. And you're wondering why these cancer cells are affecting our people. Because we are not taking care of ourselves, and we're not taking care of nature. We're losing the animals. How many animals that are sick? The animals are sick. So many fish. You want to fish in the ponds, in the lakes, and you out there disrespecting the fish in the lakes. You're polluting the environment. You are polluting the environment. You want to hunt. You are out here murdering. You're allowing the white man to go out there and murder all of these deers. And all of these animals will be extinct. And when the animals are extinct, you're going to follow behind the animals. You guys got to understand these things. That if you claim to be in nature, you claim to be a part of the Creek Nation, or the Choctaw Nation. You claim to be the Cherokee, the Blackfoot. You have to understand nature. You have to understand who you are. You are the land protectors. You are the land protectors. And if you don't believe that, you're not a part of the American Indian. You are not understanding your purpose. Killing all these buffaloes, all these things that we don't understand. We are the land protectors, and all of these viruses, don't you know that there are a lack of spiders? There are spiders. Spiders were brought here to kill certain insects. There are a lack of spiders in certain parts of the planet. They're losing spiders. We are losing things, reptilians. You want to get rid of the snakes. All of these are nature's purpose. All of these things are nature purpose. There's a purpose for every animal on the planet. There's a purpose. And as we keep allowing these people to kill the purpose, we're going to be next. We're going to be next, family. The Michigan State Supreme Court just cleared former Rick Snyder of criminal charges over the water crisis. And we need to stop relying on the government to supply our water supplies. These are some of the things that we're going to have to learn how to do on our own. Understanding how to make your own water supplies. Now, I'm not telling you to go tell the government and give away your secrets. Not telling you that, okay? But you got to understand these are things that we got to do. And y'all got to understand that this has been a war on our people for many years. I never understood that in the 1960s and the 50s that they had the white and black water fountains when the water is coming out the same wells. When the water is coming out the same well, it never made sense. We can't drink out the same water that come out the same wells because they don't think you are human. I was starting to think, how can I do my own water well? Yes, you can, but I don't want no these are some of the things we're gonna have to do on a different platform. You guys Zoom, maybe we're gonna have to get in Zoom to talk about these things. We cannot talk about these things too much of our secrets on YouTube. We cannot talk too much of our secrets on some of these platforms because the government has a way of wanting to be a part of everything that you do. They're going to tax everything that you do. And it's actually, like I said, some things we got to do on our own in silence. There's just certain things we have to do in silence, okay? And we can't let the nation, everybody who's not a part of the nation, learn everything that we do. We just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But there's coming a time we are going in the wrong direction. We are going into a wrong direction, family, and if we can't see it, we're crazy. We are not them. They don't want us to carry these. Yes, they don't. And we just got to understand this, family. We have some. I think about this all the time. We are in crisis right now. Just because your ass ain't got shot in the ass yet doesn't mean shit. You guys got to stop thinking just about you. Once you see other people go through some shit, you got to understand that it ain't too far from you. It ain't too far from you. When you hear about a crisis, you need to be preparing yourself for the next crisis. Because what happens to other people can happen to you. What happens to other people can happen to you. And you guys got to wake up and smell some of this coffee that is out here and realize that everything is a purpose. It's a purpose for us to pass information. Okay? It's a purpose for us to be mindful of what's going on in this world. And I want you guys to understand that. I want you guys to understand that we have been a lost tribe. And we really are the lost tribes. And I want people to understand. I know you hear the Hebrew Israelites talk about this biblically. I'm not a religious person, but we are a lost tribe because we don't know our place in America. We don't. Some of you guys are still trying to find your way in this land. Still trying to find, because we've been separated from our tribes. We have been separated from our truth. We have been in the sinking place for a very long time. We have been told that we're not educated enough. We've been told that we are, I want you guys to understand, When somebody say that you're not smart, it's because they know that you're smart. They want to keep you down in a certain realm. They want you to believe that you are inferior to them. And shit is getting real out here. Shit is getting real out here. We gonna have to talk about this, family. That young man got shot at with 92 bullets. That young man got shot up with, and he got shot with 63 bullets in Ohio. In Ohio. We got to talk about this, family. An unarmed teenager. Well, he wasn't, I don't know if he was a teenager, allegedly. I think he was like 22 years old. I don't know. But are they going to treat the 22-year-old who shot and killed 6 people in Illinois like they did, like they shot that young man like a dog? Like they shot that young man like a dog, putting in 63 bullets, allegedly, in that young man's body. That young man, a good-looking young man, who had a purpose in his life, died in the hands of these people that are not wearing sheets no more. You have to be unhuman to put 63 bullets in somebody. You don't have a soul. You don't have a soul when you do such shit like that. There's not a man on a planet that has that kind of evilness. There's not a man on a planet that is that evil. You shot him in the face 15 times in his face. Why did you shoot him in his face 15 times, allegedly? Why did you shoot him in his face so his parents cannot identify him? You took that young man. And the reason why I feel the way I feel, because I have sons too. And I think the sad part is that is somebody else's son. That's somebody's son. He couldn't have done nothing that bad. He could not have done nothing that bad, family, to deserve 60 bullets. You got to be an evil motherfucker. You have to be an evil motherfucker. They gave that young man who killed them people in the church a fucking hamburger. They gave him a hamburger from Burger King. And they shoot this young man 60 times without giving him a chance. Why our people never, why they never say our people have to deal with mental health? Why they never say our people is dealing with mental health? Why, when they motherfucking children murder off a large amount of people, it's always mental health when it comes down to their people? When it comes down to their people, it's always they have a mental health problem. When it comes down to our people, they're a thug. They're a thug. They didn't have a daddy in their life. They ain't nothing but a piece of street shit. That's the way they say about us. If you believe that these people are human, I don't know what to say. How could you go home with that kind of consciousness, knowing that you took a life? And how could you eat? How could you eat, son of a bitch? How could you fucking have the audacity to eat after slaughtering a person like that? Is there a thing called overkill? I don't understand. But some of you guys, this is Independence Day. Independence for who? Independence for who, family? Pop firecrackers for who? Celebrate who? Eating barbecue for who? Copper Sun stones in the house for who? And some of you brothers out here who have been raised and who've been raised in communities of diverse, who don't see racism, like Jesse Lee Peterson, racism don't exist. It's a mind thing. I don't get it. And this is why I can't deal. You want to be a conservative, family. You want to be a Democrat. And those of you want to be a Republican, thinking that it's better to be a Republican than a Democrat, you are fooling yourself. You are fooling yourself. Because these are the lawmakers. And you have seen no changes from each parties. You want to celebrate Donald Trump. Oh, Trump loved the people. He did this for black people. He did that. He did, Trump. Trump this, Trump that. Joe Biden this. Trump this. Biden this. Trump this. Biden this. Fuck both of them. Fuck Obama. Fuck these dead ass presidents who ain't did shit for my people. Up in here talking about politics, and y'all love politics. Politicians is the worst people on the planet. They will sell you a motherfucking dream. Politicians only want your vote and your time at the time, and most of these motherfuckers don't have no power and control. If you're going to vote, it has to be the lower sector. You have to vote for your sheriff. You have to vote for the judge. You have to vote for the congressman. You have to vote for shit that matter, maybe the mayor. But God damn it, when you get to the president, you get to the governor, these are non-significant parts of voting. because these laws have not been written for us. I told y'all about the NRA that was hijacked from our people. The NRA was hijacked from the people of color. The NRA was meant for our people. The Republican Party was the party of the melanated people, the black people. It was called the Republic. It was called the Republic. And that party got hijacked. That was because we was not allowed to be in the Democrat Party. Our people were never Democrats. We were not allowed in the Democrat Party. The Democrats kept us in captivity. The Democrats are the reason why we have been in our situation. But as time went on, some of these old Democrats swapped parties. Some of these Democrats that you sitting there, they moved on. Mitch McConnell his family was a long time Democrat. Donald Trump family was a long time Democrat. So they are no different than Joe Sleepy Biden. No different than Joe Sleepy Biden. They are the same of the same world. They are no different. They're going to give you a little to make you happy. And you're going to be happy with what they give you, and you're going to be all, see, that's what's wrong with melanated people right now. You get happy when they give you crumbs. You get happy when they give you a statue. You get happy when they give you a holiday, a fucking holiday. All of you motherfuckers, not my people here in the chat, all you motherfuckers go crazy because they gave you Juneteenth. A celebration that happened in Texas. And you guys fought all this hard to have something because you are distracted. Let's just give these Negroes, let's just give them a holiday. Let's give them Martin Luther King Day. They still don't fucking celebrate no Martin Luther King. So half of the motherfuckers still on, they still working on Martin Luther King Day. They still don't give a damn about Martin Luther King Day in some states. Some states, they still don't honor Dr. Martin Luther King Day. They'll give you Martin Luther King Boulevard. They just took Martin Luther King Boulevard out of Kansas City because the people didn't want no. They say they took down a historical white man for Martin Luther King. And they just took his shit down. But you happy over these statues. Oh, you give a black man something and he go up there tap dancing. He tapping this dance. Oh, he just like Sambo. Tap dancing, happy because he got a statue. Happy because he got a street name. Happy because he got a holiday. Where the fucking money at? Where's the 5 acres and a mule? Where's my land back? Where the shit that belonged to the people that was the landlords of this land? Stolen land. Musa. I don't get it. But we comfortable people. The Asian community, the Asian community, they get protection from who? Because I'm still trying to say who bullying, who, I know they got some people that's probably doing some shit to Asians, but we're talking about in a lot. I don't want nobody to be bullied. I don't think that nobody should be bullying a certain group in America. But goddamn, how many people that you actually see fucking over Asian people? And I'm talking about in a large group. How many people that's actually fucking over Asians? How many people that actually fucks over Asians? Let's just be real. How many are Asians that's actually dying? How many Asians, now they might be getting bullied and pushed down in the streets and shit, or somebody snuck their ass in the street, but how many times you see their ass getting beat, getting slaughtered out there in the streets? Nausea in the house. How many times? I want to know. But Joe Biden passing laws for them. Joe Biden passing laws for the rainbow community. No disrespect to them. I don't have no, but goddamn, what about our people? Why are we left out? Why? Because we want a holiday. Boy, you gotta be some stupid motherfuckers. You should see some of these motherfuckers there. Oh, we got Juneteenth. They were celebrating. I was like, what the fuck? That was cutting up over Juneteenth. That was cutting up over some shit that happened years ago. They wanted it so bad. And they ain't got the same energy for their genealogy to fight for their rights of their land. I don't understand this. I don't understand this, family. We don't have our priorities straight. A holiday and statues and streets. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm actually making fun of shit, but it's the truth. And the government donates to donates to Jewish people all the time. The government, Jewish people steady getting money. And now the Ukrainians who are not even from America got $1 billion from this country. Ukrainians got $1 billion from this country. They get money from this country for just all these countries out of you don't see America giving Africa $1 billion. You don't see America giving Haiti $1 billion. You don't even Biden is even allowing Ukrainians into America with protection. But when the Haitians tried to come in America, he said, oh no, I'm not going to let these Negroes in here. You got to ask yourself why, family. Because it's all about trying to save a race of people. That's what it's all about, family. It has nothing to do, it's all about survival. Bill Gates and all this shit that y'all seeing, it's all about survival. It's about survival of the people that they're trying to protect. I think that the Holocaust is still going on at this point. Yes, it is. But they, that's what they're doing. They think that it's still going on, and they still donating to these people. And like I said, I'm not going to hear discredit what happened to them people who got through in the ovens and all that. I will never be disrespectful like that. But my thing is this: aren't we supposed to be Americans? And why Americans are not supporting the people that's here? The Native Americans are getting our wealth. How the Native Americans are getting the wealth of the Aborigine people, the original people that's from this land. And then the Native Americans should be feeling insulted because most of the Native Americans are not Native Americans. So you got $5 Indians that are benefiting off of calling themselves Native Americans. So why don't Native Americans even talk about who they really are, and that the fact that that they come from Siberia, and they debunk Siberia? They get upset when we talk about Siberia. They get upset, very upset when we talk about Siberia, and it's crazy. They get very upset. Why do they get upset over their land? That's their land. That's where they come from. Why are they so upset when we talk about they are from Siberian Asia? Why when we talk about that they're connected to Siberian Russia? What is wrong with that? Because they know that Haitians are a part of us, Chief. I know they know. That's like when they talk about the islands. I tell people all the time that these islands were islands that broken off of America. A lot of these islands that you guys see, if you look at California, they predict California will be breaking up in the future. Be careful in California. They're predicting another earthquake that's supposed to change California, allegedly. Then they're also talking about Memphis, Tennessee. They're talking about a great earthquake that is going to change the dynamics of Memphis, Tennessee. They're talking about the fact that they will refuse to build skyscrapers in Memphis, Tennessee, because they are preparing for a great earthquake. Because you guys got to understand that this happened thousands and thousands of years before. You have to understand that America broken off before. That's why Hawaii is out there. This is why a lot of these islands that you see, like the Haitians, and all these other little islands out there, Jamaica, all these islands at one time was connected to the Americans. When you look at the boot, and we look at Louisiana, is shaped like a boot. It's nothing but a puzzle. When you look at Florida is nothing but a puzzle. And some of you guys won't put your minds into that because you are small-minded. You believe only the sector of North America. You refuse to understand that America is Canada all the way to South America. Some of you guys won't even go that far because you won't even read. You won't do any investigations. You won't even try. Okay? And understand that at one point in time that there was a gateway, just like a gateway from Siberia to come, land bridge to come for the migrants to come over to America from Siberia. The same way South America was a way to get to Africa. There was a time before water. There was a time before water. This water was not around us like we think, family. There's a lot of cities underwater right now. There's a lot of cities underwater that's being discovered to this day. A lot of you guys ain't on that frequency. A lot of you guys don't want to talk like that. Our people was walking where we need to go. We were on mules. We didn't just come, everything didn't come on boats. All y'all think about boats. There was a time our people are older than the boat era. Our people were older. And you guys got to understand that there was a time before the ice age, and these lands had frozen up. And these waters came. There was a time before the ice age. There was a time where our people didn't start at 1492. We are the original ones. We are the ancient ones. We have been here. And our mark is everywhere. Our mark, Greenland to South America. Our bloodline is everywhere. We don't just have America. We are the original ones, family. The original ones are the very first people, and they told you everything in reverse. They have been lying to you about slave ships. They didn't lie to you about slavery. Slavery did exist, but they colonized each area. That's where the Confederacy come from. They colonized certain areas of the land. They colonized certain sections of the land. Virginia, they started on the East Coast. They got down to the South. They got down to the West Coast, to the North. And you guys got to understand these things, that this is greater than what you know. We are bigger bigger than America. We are the people of Turtle Island, and our island run through the Caribbeans. Our people are down there in the Caribbeans. This is one of the reasons why we are so, and you wonder when our people are shaking their ass down there in New Orleans, and some of the traditions that you see in Brazil are the same. You wonder why them people in Brazil are wearing costumes and they celebrate the way that the people in Louisiana do. You wonder why, because they are connected to our people. The Confederacy was not for white people. The Confederacy was never for white people. The original Confederacy was for indigenous people. That flag was the original flag. When we go look at the original Confederate flag, that was the flag of the Indian people. That came from the Indians, that they hijacked that flag. That flag was never meant to be for evil. Just like they do everything, that they turn things that was righteous, they turn it evil. But some people won't understand, won't listen, won't read, won't go beyond some of the shit that is taught to them in school. Some of the things that they learn in school, they want to be, because they learning from their oppressor. They are learning from their science teacher. Their science teacher are teaching them the words, and they are teaching the language and the land of the European. They are not teaching you the land of where you come from. They are teaching you what the Queen have taught them. Our people are deeping before 1492. We are the oldest race of people, but you won't even think of that because you are listening to the white scientists. And some of these white scientists are coming back and they are telling the truth now. Now we got white scientists, just go on TikTok. Now they're saying that we were the people. They even said that we rule. Negroes rule the Native Americans. They said that when they came here, we were at our first war was not with Europeans. Our first war was with the Native Americans. Because what happens when a new group of people come to a new land? It becomes war. And the first thing that happens, it becomes prisoners of war. A lot of you guys can't get with that because you won't take the time to understand that the people that came here were invading our land. When they migrated over, we took over their women. So when you wonder why some of our tribes look like them, it's because some of our tribes have mixed in with them. Some, not all, have mixed in with them. That's why they have color. This is why some of them Native Americans got dark skin, because they were prisoners of war. We kept them in prison. So the first thing that happens when you imprisonate people, you take their women. It's the first thing that happens in war. Just go ask the people in Nam. Go ask the people in Vietnam how many white men have raped the women in Vietnam. Have went over and had their women. Go ask the people in Vietnam. In any war, the woman has been taken. And some of you guys won't understand these things. So yes, we have some that are mixed with us. Yes, we do. And some people won't go that far because you want to believe that we are pure race people. You want to believe that we are the only pure race. Yes, we are. We started off pure. Our people started off pure. We were a pure race of people in the beginning. But how you think the French came to Louisiana? When the French came to Louisiana, the first colonizers that came to Louisiana was the Spanish people, the Spain. Spain was the very first people to colonize Louisiana. Then the French came down, and when the French came down, they came down and colonized, and they were raping our indigenous tribes. They were raping the indigenous tribes. This is the reason where Creole come from. This is how Creole got to Louisiana. And I don't deny I have a little Creole. I don't deny that. I don't deny that part of me, that I do have a little French in me because of that shit. I don't believe it. But I also tell you that what everything starts from the beginning, not the end. And there's no other man on this planet that can dominate our people. Our women, even in sex, dominate the white man. There's not a white man, there's not a white woman that dominates a black person on this planet. There can't be. It's scientific facts. That's why they tell you the one drop law. That's why they tell you once they got a drop of blood, it's over with. It's over with. And that's facts. Some people live on their feelings. But let's talk about the truth about America. There's nobody in America that's pure no more. Our ancestors, yeah. But there's nobody pure no more due to the rapes and all the bullshit that happened. So people want to hold claim on some shit they don't want to understand. They don't want to dig in the truth. They don't want to understand what the fuck I'm talking about because they so caught up. And they don't want to. That's why I will never get big following, because I am a person who speaks the truth. I am not here for your fucking money. I am not here for your money. I'm here for the truth. And the ancestors speak to me. The ancestors speak through me. I will never have a big following as the other people because they want to shut motherfuckers up like me. See, a motherfucker like me don't give a fuck. I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. And I don't give a damn who don't like it. Because we got motherfuckers in our community who believe that we got motherfuckers want to say, oh, I'm with you. I'm the American Indian, and we pure. And y'all Aborigine. We the same motherfuckers, but yet you want to split us up. We can't take you serious motherfuckers. We can't take a motherfucker who trying to split us up. We more stronger together than apart. But we got motherfuckers who want to split us up. All the shit that's happened to our people. We all out here trying to spread the knowledge, but we got jealous people, jealous content out here, jealous content creators out here who just want your fucking money, who don't want the truth, but want your fucking money. And it's facts. Our ancestors were powerful. And we dominated this damn land. We dominated. And the Irish, nobody want to talk about the Irish. Nobody want to talk about Scottish and the Irish, how the fuck they came here. They all want to ignore how they got here. They all want to ignore how the Scottish and how the motherfucking Italians got here. They refuse to tell you how these immigrants came here. How the fact that they were on these boats. One guy gonna tell me, and it have to be a black guy. The difference is, they was out there. You could see the hats on their head, and they had bags and stuff. The difference is they were getting paid to come here. The difference, there were no slaves because they were getting paid here. We came here on chains. Where's the fuck? See, this is where these fuck niggas, this what gets on my nerves, and excuse my French. The fact that you gonna sit here and talk about us being on chains with no evidence. The fact that you gonna talk about us being on chains with no evidence. Every time you see cartoon images, it makes me sick that you believe that you was on chains on a slave ship. No proof that you come from Africa other than a cartoon imagery. But oh, Mr. Darkfly brother, oh, Patrick, they want to believe in some bullshit. They want to believe that they come from Africa, but when they see the Italians, that is document. The document is documentations showing that the Italians were on boats. And there's videos of these Italians and these Scottish people bringing in diseases to America. That these people came willingly to America. And they got photos of these people, of them coming here to America. But where are the real photos of us on these slave ships? Yeah, they love being victims. But nobody want, they want to live the suffering of us. They want to live the suffering of us and talk about how they were enslaved and all this other bullshit. It's crazy, Greg. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy that you can actually see. They got go on YouTube and you guys can see the videos of them coming. Alexis, Big Dog Philly, go on YouTube. Go look at it. Y'all ain't got to take my word, Patrick. Y'all ain't got to take my word. Just go on YouTube and see who comes on. When they show the photos, you can actually see people. You can see them in their hats. They got their luggage. You can see them coming here, but you don't see us. Where us on the chains and where we are. But when you Google us, you see us on a damn boat. You see the cartoons got us stacked on top of each other. Let it make sense, family. They got us on top of each other. They got us shitting and pissing on top of each other. They got, because that's what gotta be what happening. The women gotta be having administrational cycles all over each other. Okay? Make this shit make sense, family. Make it make sense. Because on these cartoons, where are the slave masters? They only show 2 slave masters on this ship. They show 2 slave masters holding down hundreds and hundreds of slaves. They got two. I want to come on now, Realize TV. Come on, Realize TV. Shay Lee. Come on now, y'all. Come on now. They got 2 slave masters holding them down, Thomas. Holding us down, Dog Fly, Dog Fly, brother. And where's the resources, Patrick? Where the food resources? Where the water at? How these people survived 3 months? 3 months on a sailboat of toxin piss. Those who know. You ever go to a hospital and when you know that these nurses ain't doing a goddamn job on your elderly, and you see these nurses, and these nurses ain't moving your loved one over, and what happens to your loved one? What happens? They get urine burns, right? They get burns on the bed, right? So you telling me that our people were laying, Naza, that we were laying on the boat, that we laid where we couldn't move, and we just laid with the fucking chains, and that we was pissing and shitting on ourselves, and we didn't get no bed burns on the fucking on our bodies. No food or water, just Africans and 2 white men. Make it make sense on this Independence Day. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about on this Independence Day, on this when William Penn described us, when the man told you that it was that the people was black, you ignored it. William Penn said we saw them here. He said the savages was already here when we saw them. They were already here. And he called them savages. Now, God damn it, who you know are savages? When they make Tarzan movies, they make the dark man, they made the African man a savage. When the white man is truly, how do the white man playing as Tarzan, how the fuck a white man know anything about the jungle? How the fuck a white man know anything about the jungle? How could he be king of the apes? How could he be king of the lions? This motherfucker know nothing about the jungles. He knows nothing about nature. They have put and polluted us for many years because of TV. They told us that roots, that Kuta Kinte, they told you subliminally. Kuta Kinte's wife said that I ain't from no Africa. You from Africa. My people was born here. You the African. They told you in subliminal shit that you were here. So why did other Africans didn't know other Africans? Why did other Africans did not know other Africans? You have to ask yourself, family. Getting bed sores, and you gonna believe that a person can go three months on a voyage with a sailboat, not knowing where you're going at, family. They didn't even know where the fuck they were going. And you gonna tell me that these people held our people down in captivity? And some of the Hebrew Israelites gonna get mad with me because that don't go what the Bible says. Because that goes against what the Bible says. Well, maybe the story was told in reverse, Hebrew Israelites, that our people were already here on the four corners of the earth. So maybe what you have learned that was Israel was here in America. Maybe if you start reading and understand that you didn't come from no other place, that you are a spiritual person that have been here all along. Somebody told me, shut the fuck up. They're not going to give us reparation. Shut the fuck up. They're not going to give us reparation. Y'all are going to fuck our reparation up. Bitch, you ain't never getting no reparation. Bitch, you ain't getting no reparation. Fuck out of here. Rich McConnell said y'all ain't saying, hey, y'all ain't getting no, and we gonna have to give y'all reparations. We got to give the Indians, the Native Americans got to get reparations. Bet you ain't getting no fucking reparations. Fuck out of here. Sitting here talking about, you worried about us fucking your money up. You ain't, what money? We'll be all fucking dead by the time y'all get that money. Y'all better think about trying to build and come together, building tribes, build our own shit, Alberta, you heard me? We got to do our own shit. And that's the sad part about it. You up there waiting for, waiting on reparations. You waiting on, what the fuck wrong with you? Tricks are for kids, family. You gonna just keep waiting and waiting and waiting. You gonna keep waiting and waiting on the same way you waiting on white Jesus. How that's working out for you? The same way you waiting on white Jesus. The same lies they told you about the so-called Christ, who is not the white Jesus. The Bible don't know nothing about the white Jesus. Knows something about Yah, because he do know, if you want to talk the Bible, you have to understand they had no letter J. Same thing in other countries. Y'all see in other countries, they worship the Black Madonna. In Russia, they worship the Black Madonna. In all these white countries, all these black countries, they worship the white Madonna. But in America, they worship a white Jesus. In America, they worship a white Jesus. The same way that they manipulate you with white Jesus, why you think they would manipulate you with the Native American? Why you think that they would not manipulate you with the Native American? The same thing that they did to your Savior, Jesus Christ, is what they doing to you with the Native American. You should be fighting for your land, but you want reparation. And when they give you reparation, all the money that they got to divide throughout all the people, you ain't gonna get shit. But you gonna get $100. All y'all motherfucker gonna get is $100. That's gonna be y'all reparation. Cause when the Mac comes back, all y'all gonna get a check for $100. Cause they ain't gonna give you shit. But when you gonna ask for your land? What happened to the 5 acres and the motherfucking mule? What are 5 acres? Where they at? Where they at? What are 5 acres in the mule? You want fucking land. Can't have power without land. You can't have power without land. But y'all talking about reparation. That's these Negroes though. Talking about we need our reparation. We need our reparation. You gonna be crying for that motherfucker for a long time. Somebody told me, Peanut, you gonna feel bad when we get the reparation and you ain't gonna get no reparation. I told him I ain't gonna never miss what I ain't never fucking had. I ain't gonna never miss what I ain't never fucking had. And that's sad. That's sad. And that's sad when we talk about the things that we have, we look all over and you talk about inventions. When we talk about inventions, we talk about greatness of our people. We talk about the things that we discovered in music. We talk about all the greatness of ourselves. But guess what we don't understand, family? What we don't understand is everything that we get and how great we are, we always get hijacked. Everything that we do get hijacked. I had to tell a motherfucker about the fleur-de-lis. Somebody was telling me, you know that you are wearing the colonizers. The colonizers used to be using that hat, that Saints hat that you got. They used to use that to brand the slaves with. But let me tell you something. It's obviously you don't read, because if you knew why I wore the hat, if it ain't just about the Saints. I'm a football fan. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But let's talk about what the fleur-de-lis stands for. It stands for the flower of Louisiana. It's a flower in Louisiana. And it's crazy that some of you guys don't do your research, that when the Queen of England sent her people down here, and when the Queen of England sent her people down here, she took things from America. And when she took things from America, that she told her servants to bring back things from America. So they brought back things from America. And one of the things that they brought was the fleur-de-lis, which was a flower, a symbol of love from the Aborigine tribe. That is an Aborigine symbol of love. That fleur-de-lis flower. So the same way they take Confederacy, they took the flag and made it wrong, they did the same thing that they do with every goddamn thing. They take and they make it wrong. So I'm not gonna stop wearing my Saints hat because I know what it stands for. When you know what something stands for, nobody ain't gonna be able to come here and tell you something otherwise. Okay? You got to understand, things have been taken. They come down here, take shit, and they make it theirs. But I'm not going to stop wearing it because it belongs to us. And it's time for us to take back with shit that belong to us and be proud of the shit that belong to us. That Confederate flag was used for bad. Now, I don't want that motherfucker back because it's tarnished. That motherfucker is tarnished. I don't want it back because I know what the motherfuckers did with it. Okay? Nazis, all these motherfuckers out here. And they only hate us. They only hate us because some of you guys got the power to change a people. That's what the problem is. You have the power to change the race of people. This is why people don't like you. This is why people can't stand you. Not all white people. There's some white people who love our people and respect our people. So I'm not going to talk about all white people. I never would do that. It would be wrong for me to say that all white people are the same, because they got white people who have died and they died for the cause. So I'm not going to say that. Okay? So they got white people out here that's doing their thing. You know? They got white people that you wouldn't even believe it. They got white people who subscribe to me. I ain't asked for that shit, but they subscribe for me, you know? So it is what it is, you know? Even I got white followers on TikTok. But let me tell you something. We don't, look, they can follow me. I don't need no allies. I don't need no motherfucking allies, you know? But I want you guys to understand the truth. Once we heal ourselves, then we able to grow as a nation of people. We have to self-heal ourselves, family. Some people just want to know the truth. And a lot of people don't know that. Them damn Moors. Well, we got brothers that are really not Moors, but they want to be a part of some shit. They really thought the Moors really just want to be a part of some shit, you know. They want to be a part of some shit they really think that they're the Indians, but they still want to be linked to Africa. Okay, they believe that they are the Aborigine people, but they also want to be linked. They also want to be linked to Africa, and that's what we don't agree. Okay, that's what we don't agree. That's what we don't agree, family. And they're watching us. You wouldn't believe that they're watching us, but they're watching us. And I understand that my platform ain't gonna last long. I understand that me on TikTok ain't gonna last long. I understand me on YouTube is not gonna last long. But I'm not here for everybody. I understand that, okay? I understand that I won't be able to do this for a very long time, because they're gonna, you know, they always gonna try to tear down the truth. Okay? And I want you guys to understand that. They're always gonna try to tear down the truth. And they're gonna try to spin it. And I want you guys to understand that shit. You heard me? I want y'all to know that. I want you guys to understand that. Folks are so focused on vacationing in other countries that hate us. They are missing out on hidden gems and learning about the real truth of Turtle Island. Yes, I don't understand, folks. There's so much to like about Turtle Island. There's so much to love about our country, our continent. Let me correct myself. Let me correct myself. Our continent. There are so many beautiful. One of the reasons I became a truck driver, I was able to educate myself, able to see things. I'm not in just one city. I'm not in just one city. I'm able to see different parts of the land, see the mounds, the beautiful mounds, see the beautiful mountains, to understand the different lakes, the different the great pines, beautiful creeks. There are so many beautiful things here in America to appreciate. Why? And they want to tell you, oh, God damn it, they want to tell you to go back to Africa. There are somewhere you ain't never been. You supposed to be related to Africa, but your blood type ain't the same as an African. As an African. The Africans see you differently. All respect to Africa, because they got some beautiful people in Africa, but they've been telling the truth lately. Africans been telling the truth on who they really is and who they believe they are. They got Africans out here who've been on social media, who've been splitting gems about we are not the same. They've been telling us that we are the Aborigine people, and we are telling the truth. When an African tell you, you don't still want to fucking believe. You just want to say that, oh, they just saying that. They just want that. Yeah. No, Africans know who we are. Africans, they got some great Africans out here. I respect Africa. I don't like to see shit happening to Africans. I don't like to see people doing these African people wrong. I don't like to see them colonizing Africa. I don't like to see what's going on in Jamaica, them doing some of the things. All of our black countries, I appreciate. Family, all of them. But when we talk about us and we talk about who we are, we're not separating ourselves. We're just talking about we are uplifting our people. We are uplifting our people who have been damaged in America. We have some damaged people who have been traumatized. There is not a people across this planet that has been more traumatized than the American Aborigine Indian in America. There is not a people on this planet that has been more traumatized than our people. Yes, sure, Africa has been colonized. Sure, African has been, but at least African know their continent. At least Africa knows who they're from. At least Africa can embrace their own land. And that's what we need. More Africans speaking against slavery. We need the Africans. We need the righteous Africans to tell the truth. There's nothing wrong with these Africans. They got some good Africans, but they got some of these people who have listened to the story, and they want us to rely on them. They want us to rely on them. And it's only in their convenience. Everybody wants to steal from the American Indian that is Aborigine Indian on this planet. Everybody wants to steal from our knowledge. So I want you guys to understand, I'm going to close this because I know the matriarchs is probably going to come on. I don't know what group is coming on tonight, but I'm gonna get off because there's other content creators that's going to come on tonight, and I don't want to take up everybody's time. I want to allow other people to shine tonight because that's just what Peanut Nola is all about. I'm all about the people. I'm all about our people. I'm all about us coming together and not being separated. You know what I'm saying? But I would like to thank you guys, man. I like you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the channel the way you guys do. Remember to leave a like and subscribe to Peanut Nola 504. Also, help me get this video up to 1K. Remember that this is an Aborigine perspective. This is not about the Native Americans. It's never about the Native Americans. I might talk about them. I might talk about the Africans, but it's really all about us, okay? Just because I'm talking about them does not mean that it's about them. It's about us learning who we are. I have nothing against all these people. There are some beautiful Native American tribes out there. Shout out to them. There are some beautiful African tribes. Shout out to them. There's some beautiful European people out there. Shout out to them. This has nothing to do with hate. We don't hate nobody. We are not a hate group, okay? Speaking the truth is not being a hate group, okay? I want you guys to understand that. If you want to interpret this, what I say wrong, that's your problem. But I am not against, and I do not want to harm any other group of people. I am not against any religious people. I am not against anybody else. I am not here to harm anybody else. I don't want you guys to take my words and twist the shit, okay? Remember, if you guys would like to donate something to the channel, you always welcome to try to donate anything you can. If you ain't got it, remember, let's go back and please share the video, okay? It is what it is, okay? Once again, I'm thankful. I'm grateful. The Copper Sun Storm. Stones in the house. I love that name, brother. I love that name. Tony, my brother Tony. Alexis, and we got Alexis for always supporting the Aborigine community. Al Borough, you heard me? It's so nice to see you in the chat. Greg, so nice to see you in the chat. Let me see. Realize TV, always, man, love to you. Chloe, always love to you. Thomas, you became a mod. I made you a mod because you are a great supporter. Hold on that chat, brother. Hold on that chat. Mr. Dark Fly, brother. That brother is fly. Let me see if I can get some original Copper Empress and all that. I'm pretty much sure they're gonna be coming on tonight. And whoever comes on, and Bronze and everybody who came in, the list goes on how many people who has been supporting me. Tony, much love to you guys. So I'm about to be out of here. I want to thank you guys once again for supporting your boy Peanut Nola 504 and his Aborigine channel. It is what it is. It's on and popping. You heard me. It's on and popping. Mr. Dark Fly, brother. Boy, you got a fly name, man. Man, who would ever thought of Mr. Dark Fly, brother? and that's what I love about you, brother. That's telling me that you love yourself. Shout out to Pony Locks, Right Wood. I want to always support Right Wood. I want to thank him because he comes to TikTok supporting me. That brother always, George in the house, Huntsville, Alabama. We got a lot of Aborigine brothers out there and sisters out there. Shout out to Alabama. There's a lot of our people fled from Alabama. A lot of shit and a lot of history in Alabama. Okay. Shout out to the Chapatula tribes down there in New Orleans, Louisiana, Chief Sun Owl and Lyrica Neville and all the matriarchs. Shout out to you guys if you guys out there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? Aborigine TV, Aborigine Power, all of you guys. Much love to you guys. I know I haven't heard or seen a lot of you guys in the chat in a while, but wherever you at, I still Greedy Vegan, Mr. Big Dog Philly, nothing but love to you guys. Always sharing my videos, always supporting my channel. Nothing but love for them great guys. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but great channels. If I didn't call your name, that doesn't mean I don't have love for you. It's just I can't remember so many people. You know what I'm saying? There's just so many of you guys. I'm about to be out of here. It is the way we started, the way we ended.